Dear students, today's video is on an IELTS essay. Every Saturday, I make videos on essays. Earlier also, I have made two videos. The first one was on an advantages and disadvantages essay. The second video was on an agree disagree essay. You can see these videos on my channel Excellence the Ideal Class. Now, coming to today's essay, first let me tell you, in IELTS we write our essays in 40 minutes, in 250 words, in 4 to 6 paragraphs. Now first let me read this question for you. Some people say paying tax is enough to contribute to the society, others disagree. That as a responsible citizen, people have other responsibilities to fulfill as well. Discuss both views and give your opinion. It is very important to understand the question properly. So you should always spend some time on understanding the question. So in this question, there are two views. Some people say that when we pay our taxes, we have performed our duty towards our country. There is no need to do anything else. But there are people who think in a different way. They say that we have to do other things also for the growth of our nation. We have to discuss both these views and give our own opinion as well. Whenever you get an essay of this category, the first thing that you should do is always decide your opinion. The common sense will tell you. Like the common sense says that a good citizen not only pays his taxes but also does other things as well. And after that, in the first paragraph, we always write the introduction, and from the first line only, we start writing about the topic directly. And in the introduction, we have to write two statements. The first is the background statement that says what the essay topic is. It is followed by the thesis statement in which we write what we are going to write in this essay, which depends on the question. First, let me tell you the meaning of a word that I have used in this paragraph, that is soul. Soul means one and only. Now let us see what I have written and why I have written it. There is a difference in the thinking of the people that whether paying taxes is the sole responsibility of good citizens or people have other duties to perform as well to make a contribution to their nation. In my opinion, along with paying taxes, people need to do other things too for the growth of their country. Now the first four sentences, they are the background statement. Anyone who reads this paragraph will come to know what the essay topic is. This is what you have to write in the background statement. And then the next three lines, they are the thesis statement in which I have written my opinion, because this is what examiner wants me to do, discuss both the views and give my opinion as well. This is how you should always frame your introduction. And there is also one more suggestion. Whenever you get this essay of discuss two views, it is a very good way of starting this essay the way I have done it. There is a difference in the thinking of the people. It means some people are saying something, other people are saying something else. And after that I have written that whether paying taxes is the sole responsibility of good citizens or people. So you can write the introduction of a two views essay in this way. Now you can take some time to read this introduction, see the kind of language I have used, the way I have framed my sentences. Now, moving on to the second paragraph, first let me tell you, whenever you get essays of this type, two view essays, there is no fixed rule that which view you should write first. It actually depends. You have to see that how the essay is going to make more sense, how the paragraphs are going to look more connected. Like in this essay, if we write about the tax's responsibility first and the other responsibilities later on, this essay will make more sense, paragraphs will be more connected. Now, first let me tell you the meaning of some words that I have used in this paragraph. Infrastructure. It means the basic facilities like roads, schools, hospitals. Hence means therefore. Ensure means to make sure that something happens. Prosper means to do well financially. Now, first let us see what I have written. To begin with the first view, one of the most important duties of the people is definitely to pay tax honestly, as government has the capital needed for the growth of different sectors to build infrastructure, run welfare schemes and provide quality life to its people. Hence, to ensure that their country progresses well and prospers, people must pay taxes sincerely. Now let me tell you why I have written this. Because in this paragraph, I had to write about the first view that paying taxes is important. Now if I am saying paying taxes is important, then I have to give the reason that why people should pay their taxes. And also, one more thing that I want to tell you, that whenever you are writing a point, you should write a complete point. Like you read the if you read the third line, government has the capital needed for the growth of different sectors to build infrastructure, run welfare schemes and provide quality life to its people. Now these are the four duties of a government. Development of different sectors, science, technology, health, education, to build infrastructure, to build roads, to build schools, colleges, run welfare schemes for the poor people, for the elderly people, and provide quality life to its people. So, whenever you are writing a point, if you write a complete point, cover all its points in it, you will get better and higher scores as well. Now, you can take some time to read this paragraph. Now, moving on to the next paragraph, in which I have written the second view. First, let me tell you the meaning of some words that I have used in this paragraph. Abide by the law, it means to follow the law. In jeopardy means in danger. And now let us see what I have written and why I have written this. With regard to the second view, there are other things as well we need to do to make our country better. Firstly, respect the constitution and abide by the law, not doing anything that puts the safety of our nation in jeopardy, which means in danger. The pronunciation of this word is jeopardy. Not only this, being an aware citizen and raising voice against wrong happening is also important, especially misuse of power and violation of human rights. Now in this paragraph, I had to write about the other duties of a citizen. And after paying taxes, the next important thing is to respect the constitution, to follow the rules, never do anything wrong that can put the safety of the people or the country in danger. And also people have to be very aware and alert so that wrong things do not happen in their society, especially the government or people in power. They do not misuse power and there is no violation of human rights. So in this paragraph, I have written the next important duty people should perform as a good citizen after paying taxes. Now you can take some time to read this paragraph. See the kind of language I have used, the way I have framed my sentences. Now, moving on to the next paragraph, in which I have written the other two responsibilities of ideal citizens. First, let me tell you the meaning of some words that I have used in this paragraph. Endeavors. It means efforts to do something, especially something difficult. Ought to means should. Eradicate means to finish completely. Vices means evils. And then there is one more word that you will see in the second last line, heritage. It means important things passed from previous generations. Now let us see what I have written in this paragraph and why I have written it. Secondly, to make our society better, endeavors ought to be made. For example, efforts to eradicate vices, that are the evils in a society, social work to uplift the poor. Thus, we must make a direct contribution to our society also. Thus means therefore. Thirdly, these days protecting our environment and natural resources should also be included in the list of these responsibilities. Along with saving our natural heritage, we must save our cultural and historical heritage as well. So, here I have written the other duties of a good citizen. The first one, of course, is to make efforts to remove the evils from their society and also do some social service for the betterment of the poor. This means contributing to the society in a direct way also, so that society becomes better. And then in today's time, good citizens also are those who try to protect the natural resources of their country, and even we have to protect the historical and cultural heritage of our nation. Now, you can take some time to read this paragraph. One more thing, students, when you are doing your writing, whether it is graph or essay, try to use different sentence structures. Like in this whole essay, we had to write one thing again and again, the duty of a citizen, the duty of a citizen. But you can see I have framed all my sentences in a different way. So try to use different sentence structures. But when it comes to words, certain words can be repeated. There is no harm in doing that. Now you can take some time to read this paragraph. Now, in the last paragraph, we always write the conclusion. In the conclusion, we have to write something that finishes the essay. And it is very important that your conclusion matches with the opinion that you have given in the first paragraph. In fact, there has to be a lot of connectivity in your essay. Now let us see what I have written and why I have written it. Eventually, good citizens lay the foundation of a good country and lead it onto the path of success and glory. Because this was the essay, Duties of a Good Citizen, for which they must not only pay taxes but also perform other duties as mentioned above. This was my opinion that a citizen should do this, so I have written the same thing again in the conclusion. Your conclusions should always match your introduction. Now you can take some time to read this paragraph. Dear students, writing an IELTS essay is a little serious but quite an easy job. But it requires a lot of planning and thinking, and planning also at two levels. Firstly, you have to plan the points you are going to write. Think a little deeply about the topic. And if you do that, you will get very good ideas because these IELTS essays are not that difficult. They are general, common, basic sense essays, like today's essay. Even a school child could have written it that duties of a citizen are to pay taxes, to respect the constitution, not to do anything wrong, and also to make his society and country better by removing the evils and protecting the natural and cultural heritage. So you should think about the topic a little deeply. And second, planning is needed when you frame your sentences, the language, and the vocabulary. And in case you want to develop good writing skills, you can join my class and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.